First of all, I'm thankful to be here. So it's an achievement of my team and some people who introduced me to this event, and now I'm here. So I'm happy to tell you what I know and to put my experience here for everyone to be clear with. And if it could help someone, it'll be the ultimate goal for me. If it doesn't help anyone, well, I'm sorry then, you waste your time. But the thing I would like to say thank you for is for your time, because the most valuable thing I have is my time. I really try to invest my time carefully in everything what I do, and I think you understand that time is the ultimate thing you cannot buy, and you cannot trade, you can only sell, which means you can sell your time, but you can never buy more time for yourself, which means you can buy someone else's time. What actually brings me to the thing what I'm doing fashion. So I'm a fashion designer myself, my own brand, it's Robert Kalinkin. I'm a co-founder with a partner of mine and my wife, and the best thing I could do is marry the lady who was passionate enough to work with me. It's my wife. So we're both together and she will never quit, that I'm happy for. And I cannot marry a second lady in Lithuania, it's Indre, it's my colleague, but she's smart enough to be working with me. And I'm happy enough and lucky enough to be working with her. So I have 3 topics to talk about. So the first one, I didn't get the remote. The first one is, let me see, creativity is overrated. That's the general topic of my speech today. So what I mean is that people usually misconcept creativity with success, and they think that if you're creative enough, you'll be successful, and vice versa. If you're successful, you're obviously creative. 3 things I'm going to talk about. So talent misconception. Actually, the biggest problem I face all the time is that people usually tell, on my basis, I think we're quite successful as a young brand because we're only 4 years old, which brings me to 6 years old of working with this brand, but only 4 years old as a proper brand. So usually people think that I'm talented, which somehow disappoints me all the time when they say you're talented. It's much more easier for you to do stuff. So 90% of work and 10% of talent, that's the statement. It basically says that you have to work hard enough, work smart enough to bring the least you have, and you have 10% of talent, and bring it up to the surface and then show to other people. Because talent is basically just anything you can do, you can make it out, you can make out of talent. And people, all of us, we have talents. And my talent is not doing beautiful clothes, and it's not doing beautiful photo shoots or be doing some fashion artwork or something like that. My talent is to know how to put things together for them to work in my perspective. So my perspective is fashion. Basically, what we do is we trying to work smart. That means when you start a brand and it's a startup, you only have limited resources. You don't have money, you don't have scratch, you don't have friends, you don't have Vogue covers, you don't have editors. Basically, you don't have no one, anything to help you with. You're no one. You're just a person with a dream. My dream was to make clothes and to do movie sets and to do set art decor and stuff like that. And you come into this business, it's overcrowded, overflowing with designs and people who are, that everyone says, more talented than you are. And the best you can do is not to be scared out of it. You have to walk out of your comfort zone and start working on yourself and start working on your dream. And what we do is trying to put something together out of nothing, doing photo shoots and bringing your work out of the box, and it's really hard to do. So talent is useless if you don't have patience in yourself, belief in yourself, if you don't have the abilities to sell yourself to other people, because no one is buying you when they don't know what you can do. You're really successful if you can sell someone the idea of what you're going to do, and basically it doesn't go that way. Basically you sell something you already done, and then the idea behind it. So for us, the biggest challenge for our brand was to learn how to work smart, not to work hard. Because basically, all the time, I was just working hard. And I understood in the time that Nobody really cares how much hours I didn't sleep, how much clothes I had to make by my own hands before the photo shoot or something else, how much money I had to take with me to go to Paris to make a photo shoot or to talk into a really good Vogue photographer to make a photo shoot for me for free or something like that. Nobody really cares about it. And nobody cares how much emails you get daily basis. Nobody cares how much emails you wrote. Nobody cares who you hang out with. Nobody really cares about that thing. The only thing people really care is about, do you still have time after what you do, what makes you successful? And for me, the ultimate goal is to have free time after what I do. That's the success. That means you're good at what you do. That means you're really passionate about what you do, and you still manage to have it for you. When you start up your brand, we started up as a team of 3 people, and it wasn't that hard. I would say it wasn't as simple as well, but we started out with the thing that we have to build something which would be extraordinary in a fashion world in Lithuania, which basically doesn't have any fashion industry at all. We only have designers who sell clothes in little boutiques, and they're happy when they sell 1 or 2 pieces, and they're really happy when they sell 10 a month. Me and my partner, we were determined to make it a totally different way. We wanted to make it successful on a global scale. We wanted to be young and bold. We wanted to take out of the box what we have inside here. And we had passion for our work. We had totally different views on what we do, and we combined it together. So in 4 years, we decided to make pop-up shops, which came in Lithuania because we decided to bring it here. We opened a pop-up store. If you don't know what it is, it's a shop in a, let's say, shopping mall or somewhere in a city, which is just temporary. It's for a month, for a week, it might be for a day. It's a concept that makes you available to customers if you don't have money to rent a proper shop, which is also really fine and nice. That brings me to the team. I cannot build a company without a team, because I'm only one person. And if you hang everything on one person, I heard one speaker said today, it's really, really dangerous, because you cannot do everything on your own. If you do it yourself, if you work with all the processes you have on your own, you have it in your mind, and if you're gone, everything is gone with you. There's no legacy after you. There is no one who can pick it up and work. It's not a big fashion house who has a design team, and if one designer is sick or ill or dead or whatever happened, there is someone else. Pick up the work you done, take the box, bring it to the office, and start working again. It doesn't work like that. So we decided the big team has to be out of good people. I found Indra, it's a colleague of mine. The golden rule in finding people for your team is crucial. You step out of the comfort zone and you find a person who is oppositely different than you are. It means if you find yourself a bunch of idiots who basically tell you're good and great, and they want to work with you on the team, and they want to do what you do, and they love your designs, and they just basically are all over the place because if you're so cool, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stuck up in your little place. You're never going to do any major works, and you're never going to be out of the place you are. Because those people will not challenge you, because those people will not help you to challenge yourself. The best thing you can do is find someone who says, you know, you suck at what you do. You don't do it well enough, and I think you can do better. And I think you have to do it even like twice faster than you did before. You have to find the way and make it delivering by tomorrow. You have to do this and that and that. And those people who challenge you, they put you into not comfortable places. They say that, you know, you're good, but just you're not good enough, which is really important. And the only thing you actually need to do is to be good enough. Good enough means that you are on the top, you know what you do, and you're leaping for it. So my partner is the best example of having a board meeting once or twice a week. We're having our meeting on Tuesday. Though I'm the co-founder of a company, I always feel like a little child in this school. You know, I come back, and she says, okay, we're looking for the work. You didn't do that and this. Something happened wrong here. And this is not good enough. We're chatting about the stuff. She challenges me. That helps me to go up. And we go up with huge leaps because steps are bigger every time you challenge yourself and find that you can do even better. It all comes up to the point that you with the team you work with have to breathe the same air, but you have to breathe out different ideas. And when you breathe out the different ideas, they are like seeds. They pop on the ground, and some of them will flourish. Some of them will grow up in the trees. Some of them will bring you fruits. You have to question yourself, what's wrong with us, what's wrong with me, if the company doesn't do well enough, if the processes you wanted to do are not going well enough. So I remember when I found a person on my team, she used to work with me. We used to work for 2 months or so. It was a really little time. And all the processes started to being so difficult. It started to being so, I don't know, obscene, you know. Whatever you do a logo for a brand, whatever you do a design for someone, for another brand or whatever else, it's all so hard. And I started questioning myself, is she not good enough? Is it the person we work are not good enough, or the company we're now working for is not good enough? What's wrong? Eventually, at one night, it just popped to my head, it's me, I'm not good enough. The problem is, I found a person who is not suitable with me, and the whole concept working together doesn't work. I have to change my point of view, I have to change my philosophy of looking into people, and I have to skip the people who are making my ship sink. So that person got skipped. We said no to each other. Thanks God I didn't make any further mistakes and didn't marry the girl. But then came Indre. And when our philosophies clicked, we understood that you don't have to blame the environment around you that something doesn't go well. Because all the designers, they're all talking, oh my God, it's so hard. It's so many stores, it's so many overflowing designs, so many new designers each year, so many young people, so many contestants, so many Vogue talents coming up, and it's so crowded in here. Well, you know what they say. You're not good enough. So for us, we understand that we are one of the many who are doing kind of the same stuff. We're only bringing you the same pants you already have with just golden zippers on it. We're only bringing you the same jacket you already have, just a bit different cutout. And my job is to make you want the thing, because fashion only prays to two gods, and those are be on time, timing, be on time, timing, and the second one is make them want it. Make them want it basically means don't make them need it. They just have to want it. People, consumers, you, me, I go into the store and I just want that black sweater because I have 10 of those, but this is just different. What's different about it, I say? Well, it's black, you know? So I just take it because they made me want it. I bought into the thing they sell, into the idea they sell, into everything they put into it, into the commercial they put out, into visual merchandise they put out. And all of this in my brand comes from me and my team. It's we who think about how we want to be presented to you and to the rest of the world. So when you work on your brand and you have a cohesiveness inside of you, you grow fast. You don't have to question what if, because if you are always being too protective of yourself, you might never stand up. You also might be too reckless and fall once or twice on the ground, but being more protective is much more worse than falling and standing up. What I mean is tens and thousands of people never try doing anything, they never step out of their comfort zone, and they never put their feet on the ground because they're scared of what if. And when we started, we didn't have anything, as I told you at the beginning. We didn't have money, we didn't have time, we didn't have nothing. We were working on other places. I was working at the movie set, I was doing decorations. Indra was working at the venue place. And what we understood when we started is you don't have to wait till you get something to start out of, because it doesn't work like that. You're never going to wait till someone's going to bring you money and say, you know, there's 10 grand euros. Just start your business right now. Nobody's going to do that. It's stupid. And if it's stupid, it's stupid. So what you have to do is start with what you have, make people see what you do, make people believe in you. Doesn't matter how many times you fail, because I failed much more than I succeeded. And it happened to me so because I was doing stupid decisions. And those stupid decisions eventually led me to a smart decision, because I didn't want to be hit with a stick on my shoulder all the time. I didn't want to have a bump on my head all the time. I just decided I have to change my philosophy about it, change the way I see things about it, and that led me to our current brand. So you can see some pictures of what we do. The last one is delivering, which is really important for me because I'm a deliverer. I'm a person who likes to deliver. I'm a person who likes to make a promise and make the promise happen. There is nothing worse for me to get to know people who come to work to me, who come to work to my place, to our company, and say, you know what, I can do everything you want. This and that, I can bring coffee, I can do sales, I can do helping you out, I want to go to the photo shoots, I really want to meet Anna Wintour, I want to go to somewhere else with you to make a Vogue cover or a photo shoot, whatever. They want everything, but they're not bringing value to their time. All they do is they just brag around and chat about what they want to do, and they don't know how they're going to achieve it. And when the question raises up, you're going to be out of your comfort zone, because you all know the slide that this is where the magic happens, and this is your comfort zone. And it's only one step ahead, maybe two, but it's out of your comfort zone. And it's always like this. In our business, it's terrible because you have to be working 1 year ahead all the time. You have to be working on the shirt you're going to be wearing here today a year before it. I have to know what you're going to like a year after me. It's really hard and tough, and all the time you challenge yourself to be on time with fashion, because as I told you, fashion only believes in two things. It's timing, be on time, it's fashion weeks, delivery timing, it's shopping season, buyers coming to buy your collections, half a year before. It's always stepping out of your comfort zone. And that leads to people stepping out of it and understanding that it's so hard. They don't want to do it. They want to have everything, but not paying nothing for it. And I'm not like that. I want you to come to work for me, and I also want you to bring something to me, because I'm going to be paying you money. But what I want instead, I want value. And that value is tough to get. So understanding the comfort zone and how to step out of it, it's the personal stuff for every one of us. For me, it's to always be on top of myself and knowing that I can do better. Knowing that I might be better, because it's not who you are, it's not even who you're becoming, it's who you are at the moment, not who you were, I'm sorry. So that defines me, it defines my goals, defines my achievements. Comfort zone is something everyone has to think of before going to a job interview, before going to make commitments to other people. It's something people have to learn how to step out. In fashion business, it's all over the place. It's a lot of designers who are sometimes better than you are, sometimes, as people like to say, more talented than you are, maybe quicker, maybe they have more money. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You can do everything by your own, having as much as you have, if you're determined to do so. We are the example of fashion industry part situated in Baltic states, in Lithuania, in Vilnius. We have like 40 designers out there, and we are amongst 3 who have their own shop. Isn't that like strange? For me, it's absolutely hilarious. We're having 1.5 square meter per person for a shopping mall place, and there's only 3 designers to have their own shops. Why is that? It's because everyone else is obviously lazy, or they just don't want to do that, or they're not determined enough, or their comfort zone is too comfort for them. So, I think I'm out of time already. Time's up, right. I'll show you some slides of what we do. Personal thing for me is inspiration comes from people, and it also has to go to people. So when you get something done to yourself, you make things happen, you achieve your goal, don't be greedy. Successful people will always want others to success, while of course unsuccessful people want others to fail. So this is really important. Thank you.